Technology is evolving. AI is transforming the future. Learn complete career-focused courses for free. Welcome to SP Learning Labs. You're watching the Cloud Computing course.
Welcome to our Advanced Cloud Lab.
Introduction to Cloud Computing. If you're a complete beginner, don't worry. In this course, we will learn everything step by step, from the fundamentals to advanced cloud concepts. And we'll learn it in a simple, practical and industry-focused way. We will also see how real companies use cloud technologies in production environments. So let's get started. By the end of this video, you'll clearly understand what cloud computing really is, how cloud systems work behind the scenes, the different types of cloud computing, cloud service models such as IaaS, PaaS and SaaS, and why cloud has become the backbone of modern IT infrastructure. Hook. Imagine this: a developer sitting in Hyderabad launches a powerful server from her laptop in less than 2 minutes. No hardware purchase, no data center setup, no cables, no waiting for days. Just a few clicks and the server is ready. That's the power of cloud computing. Today, companies like Netflix, Amazon, Instagram and YouTube serve millions of users worldwide using cloud platforms. But how does all of this actually work? Let's find out. Before we understand cloud computing, let's think about electricity. Years ago, companies needed their own generators to produce the electricity. That means buying equipment, maintaining it and handling failures. Today, we simply consume electricity whenever we need it and pay only for what we use. Cloud computing works exactly in the same way. Instead of purchasing expensive servers and maintaining hardware, businesses can use computing resources over the internet whenever they need them, and they pay only for what they use. What is cloud computing? So what exactly is cloud computing? Cloud computing means using servers, storage, databases, networking and applications through the internet instead of owning and managing physical infrastructure yourself. In simple words, you don't need to buy expensive servers anymore. You can access computing resources whenever you need them and pay only for what you use. In fact, you're already using cloud computing every day. When you watch Netflix, store photos in Google Drive, use Gmail or shop on Amazon, you are using cloud computing is already a part of your daily life. Quick question for you. Have you ever used a cloud service without realizing it? Think about applications like Gmail, YouTube, Google Drive or Netflix. Comment below and tell us which cloud service you use most often. Why is it called cloud? Now you might be wondering, why is it called cloud computing? In traditional network diagrams, engineers used a cloud symbol to represent the internet. Why? Because the internet infrastructure was extremely complex. Users did not need to understand all the underlying complexity. They only needed to know that the service was available online. Over time, internet-based computing services became known as cloud computing, and the name stuck. How cloud computing works? To understand cloud computing, we first need to understand the client-server model. Let's start with this server. A server is a powerful computer that stores applications, websites, databases and files. A client is the device used by the end user. For example, a mobile phone a laptop or a desktop computer. Now let's see how this works in a real life. Imagine you open YouTube on your mobile phone. First, your device sends the request through the internet. That request reaches the YouTube cloud servers. The server processes the request, locate the video and prepare it for streaming. Then the video is sent back to your device. And all of this happens within seconds. This simple process powers almost every modern internet application we use today. Now that we understand how cloud computing works, let's explore the different ways organizations deploy cloud environments. Types of cloud computing. Cloud environments are mainly divided into three categories. The first is public cloud. Public cloud services are available over the internet and can be used by anyone. Examples include AWS, Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform. Public cloud is widely used by startups, developers and large enterprises. The second type is private cloud. Private cloud infrastructure is dedicated to a single organization. It offers higher security, greater control and customized environments. That's why industries like banking, healthcare and government often use private clouds. The third type is hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud combines both public and private cloud environments. Organizations keep sensitive data in private cloud while using public cloud for scalability and flexibility. Cloud service models. Cloud services are generally divided into three major models. Let's start with IaaS. IaaS stands for Infrastructure as a Service. It provides virtual servers, storage, and networking resources. A common example is Amazon EC2. In this model, users manage their applications, while cloud providers manage the physical hardware. Next is PaaS, Platform as a Service. PaaS provides ready-to-use platform where developers can build, test, and deploy applications. Developers focus on writing code rather than managing the servers. Examples include AWS Elastic Beanstalk and Google App Engine. Finally, we have SaaS, Software as a Service. These are ready-to-use applications delivered over the internet. Examples include Gmail, Zoom, and Microsoft 365. Users simply use the software without worrying about the infrastructure or maintenance. Evolution of cloud computing. Let's briefly understand how cloud computing evolved. In the traditional IT era, companies purchased physical servers and managed everything themselves. This created several challenges: high cost, complex maintenance, hardware failure, and scaling difficulties. Then came virtualization. A single physical server can run multiple virtual machines. This improved resource utilization significantly. Then came the cloud era. Today, resources can be provisioned instantly over the internet. Companies can scale applications globally within minutes. Why cloud computing matters? Cloud computing became popular because it helps organizations solve major business challenges. Some key benefits include scalability, cost optimization, flexibility, faster deployment, high availability, and global accessibility. For example, applications like Amazon and Instagram can serve millions of users because cloud platforms automatically scale resources whenever demand increases. Major cloud providers. Let's look at the major cloud providers. Amazon Web Services, commonly known as AWS, and is currently the world's leading cloud platform. Microsoft Azure is widely adopted by enterprise organizations. Google Cloud Platform is well known for data analytics, Kubernetes, artificial intelligence, and machine learning workloads. Together, these providers operate cloud infrastructure across multiple regions around the world. Which cloud provider do you hear about the most? AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud? Let us know in the comments. In this beginner level course, we will primarily use AWS to learn cloud computing concepts through hands-on demonstration and real-world examples. Why AWS? Because AWS is currently the world's most widely adopted cloud platform and provides an excellent environment for learning cloud fundamentals. However, the concepts you learn in this course are not limited to AWS alone. The core principles of cloud computing remains the same across all major cloud providers. In the beginner module, you will learn cloud fundamentals, virtual machines, cloud infrastructure, storage concepts, networking basics, security and identity management, deployment models, cloud service models, scalability, high availability, monitoring, and beginner level cloud projects. As we progress to the intermediate level, we'll expand our learning beyond AWS and start exploring Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform. You will learn how different cloud providers offer similar services and how organizations chose the right platform based on their business requirements. We'll compare AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, compute services, storage services, networking services, identity and access management, monitoring and logging solutions, and cloud architecture patterns. As we move into the advanced modules, we'll explore multi-cloud environments, hybrid cloud architectures, cloud security best practices, containerization and Kubernetes, infrastructure as code, advanced networking, disaster recovery strategies, high availability architecture, cost optimization, and real-world production environments used by modern enterprises. By the end of this learning journey, you'll not only understand cloud computing concepts, but also gain the confidence to work with AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud platforms in real-world scenarios. Whether your goal is to become a cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, solution architect, or site reliability engineer, this course will help you build a strong foundation and prepare you for the next stage of your cloud career. Quick quiz. Which cloud service model provides ready-to-use software applications? IaaS, PaaS, or SaaS? Drop your answer in the comments below. Today, we'll learn what cloud computing is, how cloud system works, the client-server model, types of cloud computing, cloud service models, and the evolution of cloud infrastructure. You now have a solid understanding of the foundation of modern cloud technology. In the next module, we'll explore how cloud computing evolved from mainframes to modern cloud platforms and why each technology transition happened. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to SP Learning Labs for more beginner-friendly cloud computing content.